I am heading back out on the Pinhoti for a few nights, a few days of hiking, and just to make sure that I have enough water for the trip, I've got to make a drop off down this. County road through the mountain. So I'm racing daylight at the moment. Oh, this should be good. Good thing I got a truck. A car would not be able to do this. So, yeah. Starting my hike tomorrow, as today is not the day I'm starting. And I'm not sure when I'll get this video posted. Holy mackerel. Oh, yeah. Oh. Alright, so trying to make it to a pre-planned destination that I'll intersect this road on the trail on the first day, and dropping off some water, and then my friends that I met the first week and met up with to finish a couple months back now, they're gonna drop my truck off somewhere for me at my finishing point, and then they're gonna hike some water back toward me at some sites I'll be at on the on the second and third night, or third night because there's water on my second day. But yeah, whew, this road is great, but it is great in the sense that it's going to be allowing me to leave some water, so can't complain. But that's what I got going. Okay, good morning. So yesterday that mountain road was a horrible idea. I did not make it to where I wanted to. I got, I don't know, 4 or 5 miles in, which was about 4.5 miles too long, too far in, because that road was terrible. Did not make it to where I wanted to drop my water, and I got a little scared because I looked down at my miles to empty gauge, and it starts dropping very fast. Now, once I got out of the road on the mountain, I went to dinner, met up with Kevin, Renee, Mickey, and Irene, and then I joined Kevin and Renee at their town's Christmas parade, so that was cool. And then I filled up. It seems to be okay. I was worried that one of the couple times I bottomed out, maybe I punctured my fuel tank or a gas line or something, but it seems okay. So we push forward. But I just left Bull's Gap. I'm trying to make it to Jogalama Lake, which is 14 point something, so somewhere around there. But we are back on the trail, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, we're okay. Don't fall. See, I'm giving you a realistic look into the trail. Not much of a view today, but this is a cool little area. And a big thank you to trail maintainers that walk, 6 miles to where I'm at, just to chop up some trees and get them out of the way. Thank you, thank you. Power lines. See if we can hear them. A little buzzing. Too bad there's no view. Nice little campfire setup. Okay, we're leaving the power lines. We just took a second there because I think I'm sort of on a good pace right now. I've gone, I haven't checked, but at least 6 miles. I've only been out here rolling up on, I don't want to say it, 3 hours. So kind of slow, I suppose. But I've only got 8 more to go. And I just want to get there with plenty of time to set up my tent. That's it. The rain seems to have wanted to move on. So that's a good thing for today. Tomorrow there's supposed to be rain though. And it's supposed to get down to like 25 tomorrow night and the next night. So it'll be a real test for all my clothes and sleeping bag and all that. So, or quilt, I should say. But anyway, we are going back in. There's the road I was on yesterday. I didn't quite make it this far, but it looks so sweet and innocent right there. But boy howdy, it is not a nice road. Only road by definition though. And here we have, on a non-foggy day, a spectacular view. But here is what I'm working with. Ooh. This is pretty cool though. Another good viewpoint. If it wasn't foggy. Just up the hill from where the other one was. Oh, careful. We do not want to fall off of this. This is actually the Randall Heath Memorial. I wonder why it's a memorial. Hopefully he didn't fall off there. But I guess in honor of him, we will take a seat on the bench. All right, that is good. And we are moving on. I should also add that from here, there's only 6.8 miles left. So I did that in a couple hours. It's been a little over 3 hours now, and I've gone however many so far. Math, you know. But I should be done here few hours, I guess I could probably just start taking my time, because I don't really want to move on too far. But, you know, I'm just trying to get there so I can get set up and get comfortable. You dig? Okay, probably as good a time as any to bring this up since I'm not out of breath at the moment. Just a little ways back there, I finally saw my first group of turkeys. It's only taken 3 visits to this trail that is named after something turkey related. So that was cool. They were down this one little downhill slope back there. I wouldn't call it a valley or anything, but they heard me and just kind of took off flying. And yeah, finally some turkeys on the Pinhoti. And now there's just over 5 miles left, so I'm starting my descent toward where camp is going to be. A slow, gradual decline all the way to Jagloma Lake, however you pronounce it. But that'll be my camp for the night, and it'll probably only be 12 o'clock at latest by the time I'm there. So I don't want to push on any further because I have a plan, but I really didn't know how quickly I'd be able to do 14.7. So I think I'm surprising myself here, but that's a good thing. This would probably be another sweet view, but not today. Graffiti there because some people think they're cool. Just foggy or probably cloudy since we're up here in the mountains, but at least it ain't raining, knock on wood. So yeah, we are probably 3.5 miles from camp. Let me see if I can do this real quick. Bear with me. So apparently I hit the stop button and I wasn't even recording for the last 2 minutes, but it was 10:56 when I checked my watch, and right now it's 10:59, so 3 minutes that I was just talking. Didn't realize that it wasn't recording because I wasn't looking at the screen. I was just talking away. But what you missed was somebody left 2 big old jugs, probably, I don't know, 4-gallon jugs. I wasn't paying attention. It looked like the brand was Deer Creek. And I even flipped the camera around, showed the jugs, and said that if the person who left those there happened to be watching this, and you recognize that you did that, I was saying that I wanted to recognize you and say thanks. However, I didn't need any because I came prepared with 3 liters for my 14-7 walk today. And from Bull's Gap to the lake, and the lake has a river that runs through it. Here's that frickin' road that looks so beautiful. Nothing like what I was driving on yesterday. So anyway, there's a river that runs in and out of the lake that I'll be staying at, so I'm not worried about having water there. So 3 liters should be plenty. Oh, look at this. Oh, I don't go that way. Ooh. Oh, I go this way. So, anywho, yeah. It's still not raining, I guess. It's just dropping here and there, kind of avoiding me. My wetness is just from my sweat. But I haven't needed my raincoat today, I wouldn't say, because it was too hot this morning walking, so I figured I'd just let it breathe and stay warm by walking. So that's what we're doing. So I just ran into a couple of locals who are trail runners, and just a little update on the name of that lake that I'm going to. On the app it says Joglama is how he pronounced it, but they call it Scott's Lake. So curious about the story behind that, but I'm only 2 miles away from there, so I should be there in under an hour. And it's only 11:30, so I put that 14 miles away real quick, but I'm not interested in going farther today, so I'll just set up camp, soak my feet in the creek for a little bit. River, creek, I don't know, they said it's flowing a little bit. So, gonna get there, eat some lunch, set up. There's my thing saying that my location just went through. The Zoleo, it's pretty good, kind of works. Sometimes it finds my location, sometimes it doesn't, but I credit that to, you know, there's no leaves on these trees right now, but, you know, it's not wide open, clear skies, so what can you do? If it wasn't a mountain, probably be some good hunting out here. This is my first good view of what I'm assuming is Scott's Lake, Joglama, as that local called it, but Scott's Lake is what they go by here. 0.4 miles of walking to the spot on the app, which is right on the other side, I think over here. But I'm going to try to camp as close to the water as possible, I think. Unless I try, oh, the lake even goes farther. Okay, unless I try to move on a little bit farther, because not that I desperately need my phone for anything, but one of the comments said that service is kind of not happening here. So let's see what I decide. It's just now turned noon, so I've walked 14-7 in 5.5 hours. I gotta figure out the math on that still, but I think I'm doing pretty good. And here's more of the lake apparently. I showed you this part, so I'm not camping over there. I'm probably camping somewheres over here. We'll see. Little dinner going. A little quick fire before bed. It's only 3:55 and I've been here since 12:15 after 14.7 miles. So I've been kind of bored, but got the tent all set up a while ago. And yeah, tomorrow's plan is 13.5, but if I get that done as early as I got this done, I might try for 4 point something more miles and get a little farther so that my day 3, which is 16-mile plan, can be shorter, because tomorrow is something called the Rock Garden, and then the next day, Monday, is something called Stairway to Heaven. And I've heard great things about those. So, I try to make them easier than they should be. I don't know. But, yep, they're supposed to get rain tonight, and we'll see how that goes. But, for now, day 1 is coming to an end. It is December 9th, and it is pretty warm, but the next 2 nights are going to be in the 20s. So we'll see how the sleeping bag does, the quilt, and all my gear. So stay tuned. Good morning. I'm wet. It's raining. I've got a bag for my phone. I don't think it could get any better than this. I've been hiking now a little over an hour. It's about 7:10, 7:15 on this lovely morning. My plan today was 13.5 or 13.7. I'm going to try to go 4 more miles than that. Hopefully me leaving before sunrise will help accomplish that goal. So far it's just been steady hiking through these little foothills. But yeah, it stormed last night really good, all night. It's been raining all morning so far. I haven't checked the weather report yet on when I can expect it to stop, but I don't think it matters now because I am soaked. So I'll keep you updated. Stay tuned. Folks, a lot has happened in the last 22 hours. It was wet and miserable yesterday, which, before anybody says anything, I know that that's part of what the AT hike will be next year. But it was going to dip down into the low to mid 20s last night and tonight. I don't have my watch on, but I think it's the 11th today, December 11th. And so I had Kevin and Renee pick me up because they offered to bring me back to their house again and dry up my clothes and bring out my tent and all that stuff. And we ended up going to their church thing. They had a kids play performance thing. So with drying everything, it wasn't going to be enough time to bring me back out here to even find a close campsite with the amount of daylight we've got. So went with them, hung out with them last night, stayed there again, and then they were going to bring me back out this morning, and I had an alternate plan until, we won't throw out any names, but somebody offered to throw my tent in the dryer on the delicate setting. Well, even the delicate setting was too warm because the mesh on the door and one of the side strips burnt up in the dryer. I thought it maybe would be the tumble setting just to have airflow moving because it wasn't really drying that quickly outside. So now I have no tent for the meantime, but everything was made right and all that. Got a new one on the way, so they've taken care of that. No hard feelings on any side. I think we both felt just as bad because, you know, she got my tent, but I feel bad also because I didn't buy the cheapest tent on the market, so I feel bad that they've got to replace it at that price, and I've only used it 8 times. It is what it is. All is well. But I'll show you right now. We are driving back, and I'll be going home today. Get ready for Christmas and all that. Get the holidays out of the way, and then come back out here sometime in January and finish what my original plan was, and then add another day or two onto it. But yeah, so calling it off and heading home. So I'll still put this video out there, but it's definitely shorter than I was planning. But my walk today would have included what they call the rock garden, which I guess is pretty fun. And then tomorrow would have been the stairway to heaven, and then finishing up at my truck sometime in the afternoon. But I'm back in it, and yeah, it's a good experience all around. It was just not ideal yesterday. So, anywho, that's what I got for you, and we'll see you on the next video.